All right, everyone. Welcome to today's charting session. Sa mga hindi pa po nakakaalam, what we do here is we typically look at either yung mga trending names, and by that, I mean yung mga pangalan na maaaring malaki yung ginalaw, whether to the upside or to the downside, or perhaps malaki yung value traded, or generally speaking, mas minamatahan lang po ng mga tao. Also, tumatanggap din po tayo ng mga chart requests. So kung meron po kayong mga requests, please feel free to let me know in the comment section below. So let's start off nice and easy with X, no? I'm not entirely sure why I get a lot of requests for X, why some people are so enamored by this particular stock. So far, sa bigger picture niya, we are still continuing our downtrend, no? Patuloy pa rin yung mga lower highs, lower lows na nagpo-form sa atin, and that hasn't changed for a long while now. Na parang this was lifted from a long suspension, and even that barely helped, no? From there, since nagsimula yun, we just kept pushing lower and lower and lower until we find where we are right now, which is around 30 cents. In fact, we closed at 315. From here, what can we possibly assess? If we break beneath 30, then this is just gonna keep pushing lower. And the likelihood is, or the probability is, that's what's gonna happen next. Na mababasag natin yung 30, and then after that, it's just gonna keep pushing lower. Wala pang lumalabas na anything sa chart. Okay, I mean, I understand some people might say na, kasi meron ng divergence, or kasi meron ng ganito, or meron na akong nakitang ganito sa ganyang indicator, but the overall structure ng chart ng X walang nagbabago. Nothing has signified that change is about to come. So hanggang may makita akong ganon, I will continue to assume na we're just gonna keep pushing lower from here. So a break below 30, again, new low, bagong price exploration, and it will take some time bago makapag-form ulit ng any type of structure that we can use to try and see if this can be traded again to the upside. Now, if price can come back and retake tong 385 and start holding above it, then maybe, and this is a big maybe it comes back and trade within this range here between 385 to 49. So that's a pretty decent range, no? And a lot of people can make some money from that. But lalo na kapag hindi pa po kayo gaano sanay, I suggest just staying away from X for the interim. Okay? Wala pa talagang clear-cut na nakapagsasabi na kahit na short-term man lang, magkakaroon tayo ng some type of reversal eh. So, konting iwas-iwas na lang po muna. Hintayin natin na patunayan muna ng X na, okay, sige, eto na, nagpapakita na ako ng mga signo na tataas na ako sooner rather than later. And then we can jump in. But for now, just stay away muna. There are other stocks to trade that are easier and kumbaga lower hanging fruit. Next, tignan po natin yung TEL, no? After this drop here that made TEL fall back to our level of support dito sa 1590, nagkaroon tayo ng bounce and we reclaimed these two levels, and so far we're holding above 18. As long as we're holding above 18, the next natural level that price could gravitate towards is etong 1881. It's not a lot, no, but talagang may level dyan eh. Kita naman natin yung inflection point na nag-form to ng resistance, support, and even here, nag-act siya as resistance along the way. Kung kaya natin mag-hold above tong 1881, then yung next resistance level natin will be tong 1944. However, let's say from here, we break back down, come back beneath tong 1795, test it from, 1755, test it from underneath, mag-hold, roll over, form a new low. Pagka ganyan, I think na mangyayari next is babalikan natin tong level of support natin at 1590 to 16. Tapos from there, it's a matter of mag-hold ba to? And if mag-hold, ano yung structure na magpo-form? Is it range tradable? Mukha bang super bearish na? And so on. We can assess it then, no? But if that breaks, if hindi mag-hold tong 1590, automatic bearish na to. And likely, yung next level na marirevisit niya will be 1463. Yes, meron tayong level dito where price stalled prior to pushing higher, but I don't think it's that strong of a level in the sense na, let's say, price came back there, nag-react dito, mag-bounce. Ita-trade nyo ba yan? Pwede kasing mag-bounce dyan, tas mauntog lang ulit sa low sa nag-form dito at around 1590. So it's not gonna be a great trade, it's not gonna be a great area. So might as well just skip it all together, di ba? So if we break down, ito yung next na pwedeng nating makita, 1463. Okay, so konting ingat-ingat lang. For me right now, wala pa talagang strong direction, wala pang strong vibes na binibigay tong TEL. So I wouldn't be rushing in to any trade with this particular issue. Next, tignan po natin yung dito, no? Now, if you allow me to zoom in a bit, etong dito, after we broke beneath tong 5.5 na level, all we've done is come back, retest it, only to see rejection and then for price to drive lower. Okay, in fact, etong later candles, we broke beneath tong range lows, tong mini swing low na nag-form dito. We broke beneath it, so the expectation from here is likely we start pushing lower, baka balikan natin yung support at 4.61. Okay? Kung mabasag yung 4.61, obviously, bagong 52-week low na naman, bagong price exploration na naman tayo, and we're gonna have to wait for new structure to develop before we can reassess tong dito, no? Even if, sabihin natin, normally sasabihin ko, pag bullish scenario, hintayin natin mabasag yung 5.5. Pero in this particular instance, even if price can reclaim tong 5.5, I wouldn't be convinced just yet. Mas importante sa akin to see it not just reclaim it, but to actually hold firmly above it before I start thinking na, okay, sige, baka pwede nating balikan tong 6.24 na level. Bakit importante sa akin na makita yon? Kasi ilang beses na tayo trinidor nitong si dito eh. Diba? Etong push up, I am 100% sure ang daming na-excite dyan. Only to see na itong tatlong kandila na to na mabilis umangat, kinain lang sunod-sunod. Binalikan lang tong entire move natin. So because of its nature, we want to be very careful and really wait for some type of confirmation before trading dito. Okay? Hindi na enough yung, basta ma-retake to, okay na. We want to see further confirmation or for bullish structure to print before we start considering na, okay, sige, baka worth it na ulit, i-take yung risk at i-trade tong SID dito. For now, I don't see anything bullish sa chart. Maybe that's only me. Baka sa inyo, sa system nyo, meron kayong nakikita. But for me, personally, avoid muna tayo dito sa dito. Hintay-hintay tayo ng ibang opportunities na mag-arise, na may structure na mag-form bago natin to patusin ulit. Next, tignan po natin yung globe, no? Now, again, I don't know how many times I've said this. I've lost count. Alam ko sawang-sawa na kayo. But like I always say, usually, yung mga ganitong fast moves, when price comes back to retest them or to reclaim them, mabilis din yung pagbawi. I didn't expect na sa case ng globe, ganun kabilis. Talagang kinain niya in a very short amount of time. Diba? Parang umangat tayo dito, nag-try naman siya mag-gather, it tried to form structure, but eventually it wasn't enough. Once we broke down, tuloy-tuloy din eh. Diba? That's why I'm always very wary at hindi ako laging humahabol sa mga ganito. Kasi nakikita ko I see it each and every single time. I see it happen a lot na maakain at maakain siya. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. Where we are right now sa globe is we are trading within this range here between 2162 and 2650. Okay? Talagang malaking binaksak. Now, if from here, let's say na mabasag natin siya to the upside above 2650, then that opens up the possibility na mag-trade tayo ulit between 2650 and 2972. And that's a pretty decent range, no? At least for me it is. Or baka balikan pa natin yung gap na naiwan dito from before. So that's something to watch out for dito sa globe. Again, we want to see it retake tong 2650. Ideally, mas maganda pa sana kung mag-form tayo ng higher low prior to retaking it. Pagka ganon, at least may some type of structure showing na, hey, you know what? Parang nagpapakita to ng sign of reversal. Okay? Okay? Maybe not a complete reversal na talagang kakainin natin, babalik tayo ulit ng 3,000. I'm not that optimistic. But at the very least, mabalikan man lang natin tong 2.9 na area. What we don't want to see from here, kasi we've been forming yung typical low, high, low. Ito yung higher high. Okay? Ayaw nating makita na mag-form ng higher low. And you can see just how severely, I mean, I guess you can say na ito yung low, lower high, lower low, no? But you can see how severely globe fell. So from here, okay, ayaw natin makita na ma-break itong 2162 kasi we'll be forming a lower low. Pag ganon, alam natin na patuloy pa rin. Kasi yun yung structure eh. Patuloy pa rin yung downtrend and highly likely we should stay away. Kasi syempre, wala namang shorting dito sa Pilipinas eh. Yes, you can trade the range. Yes, you can trade whatever channel that might form. That's totally on you. But for me, ibig sabihin lang nun is patuloy pa rin yung bearishness niya and highly likely until something sets up na very clear, whether it's a bounce trade, a range trade of some type, I'll likely stay away. The easiest trade, again, for me, will be to wait na ma-reclaim tong 2,650 and then see what happens from there. Okay? Maybe trade this range, or kung mas optimistic kayo, try to trade it higher, completely on you. But for me, this is what I'll be watching out for dito sa globe. And then finally, tignan po natin tong AGI. Now, I think I found an easy way to simplify tong AGI, no? If we're trading beneath tong 12.3 to 12 pesos, again, always imagine it in terms of a range. 12 pesos to 12.3, if we're trading beneath it, actually, pwede natin tighten, mga 12.2 to 12.3. If we're trading beneath 12.2 to 12.3, we can consider na medyo bearish talaga itsura nitong AGI. We are trading in the bottom end of this range. Okay? Kasi diba kung titignan natin, essentially stair-step to eh. Nag-form tayo ng area here, broke up, formed an area here, tried to break beneath it, reclaimed, only to find na mabasag siya ulit. So from there, if we can reclaim tong 12.3 ulit, then there's the chance na mag-trade tayo dito sa range na naman na to. Between 12.3 to 13.3. Not the greatest of ranges, pero we take what the defense gives us, diba? We take what the chart gives us, and that's what the chart is showing us. If we stay beneath tong 12.3 na level, then we're trading back to the range nito, kung saan tayo nag-conso before prior to breaking out. In fact, from here, it's possible na mag-form tayo ng some type of weird and very large, okay, na head and shoulders pattern, no? Pagka ganon yung nangyari, then we want to stay away muna dito sa AGI. Now, I always get asked na, kung feeling mo to range, bakit di mo siya i-trade lagi? Buy ka na sa support. Kasi hindi naman natin alam kung mag-hold ang support eh. Diba? That's why I need to see signs, that's why I need to wait for structure to form before I jump in. Saying na some place is support doesn't necessarily mean that that area will hold. The market will do whatever it wants to do. Diba? But again, just to make it easier for everyone, including myself, ganito lang ang view ko sa AGI. If we're trading above 12.3, I'll be looking to possibly trade this range here. Trading beneath it, then maybe try to trade this range here, but I'm not too confident about it. I'm more bearish than bullish. So I'll be very, very wary and careful in taking any type of trade. Also, dahil ang dami ng chop along the way, like I always say, it's not gonna be an easy trade. Just because you have a range, it doesn't mean that's gonna trade from the top end to the bottom end all the time. You need to understand na yung mga ganitong consolidation, maraming tao na mahilig bumili sa ganyan eh. They feel like it will act as base and they can use that base para kapag tumaas, masasabi nila, oh, ang ganda nung area ko, ang ganda nung bili ko, maganda yung average ko. But again, these same people, kung kunwari nabasag yung range na yan, they'll be hoping that price comes back, and if it does, tatry nilang lahat lumabas ng buhay. So it's gonna be hard for price to just accelerate to the upside, okay? Dahil lang na maraming mga naipit along the way. So guys, dito po nagtatapos yung video natin, no? I hope nakatulong po to sa inyo kahit konti, and may natutunan kayo kahit papano. And if so, I would really appreciate it if you give this video a like and consider subscribing to my channel. And as always guys, maraming salamat po sa panonood. I really appreciate it. Good luck and happy trading!